Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Monse and this is the Cosmic Creation 144. I already got it going, you guys. Don't forget to hit the like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Okay, let's actually hold on. Let's get the energies going, the good ones anyway, okay? So, I don't know what we're going to talk about. I don't know why. I have a feeling it's going to be about love. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm feeling that, but I'm feeling that. Well, let me just, I'm not, let me shut up. I'm just not. Let's just cleanse you up. Alright. Go Palo Santo. Bro, this Palo Santo is... You know, Palo Santo be going out like 2 seconds after you light it, okay? But this Palo Santo is giving. That's what I'm saying. Like, You know, I keep saying, like I said, right? It's giving like it's gonna be like a love reading or a love message. And look at, somebody might not even want you to be in love. Like this Palo Santo is running. Look at that. So let's just get all that negative and thoughts and whatnot out of her. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna be using my Ochun deck, the Ancestor deck, the African Goddess deck, and the Mystic Love Oracle. Well, they're all oracles, okay? But I grabbed the Ochun one first, and I normally would start with the I'm sorry, I can't find that. Okay. And I would have started with the Mystic Love Oracle. So I don't know the way that I did it, what's that word? Not unconscious, right? Because I'm conscious, but like I didn't even, like I organized it in a way that I didn't notice that I organized them. And meanwhile, I had the Ochun deck in my hand the whole time, and I organized the other decks on how I was going to use them. So I find that interesting because I don't normally do that. And I split the deck on Ochun Ache. It says worthiness, self-worth, and self-respect. And then Ochun of the Dawn, new beginnings, hope, fresh, new start. I feel like with this worthiness cards, I'm speaking to somebody that you just don't got time for the bullshit. You just don't. Like, you have a new beginning, you know, you have hope of a fresh new start, a fresh new beginning, a whole new life. Like, this is your rebirth. You know what I'm saying? Like, so fresh and so clean. I love when you stare at me. I'm just so fresh, so clean. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the whole vibe that it's giving off. And not only that, you have self-respect, you have self-worth. You know your worth. I love when you stare at me. And is that what it says? Maybe that's significant, right? Because not only are you so fresh and so clean, somebody like likes the way you look. Don't you think I'm so sexy? I'm just so... Right? I think there's something like that. I don't know. I really stayed stuck on the lyrics. Yeah. So I don't know why I knew it. And again, right? This could be love in a lot of different ways. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. I mean, if you're not manifesting anything like that, well then this might not be for you. But I mean, if you're working on yourself, right? You're working on your self-love, on your self-respect, on loving yourself more. But we'll see right now. I said it right, that you don't have time for the bullshits, right? With this worthiness and fresh new start and everything. Because look at we have Ochun's third eye, intuition, insight, vision on the bottom of the deck. So anyone, whoever I'm speaking to, right? If your third eye is like on point, everything that's on here, your intuition, insight, vision, all of that is gonna tell you like red flag, red flag. Exit stage left. All right, let's see here. Here we go. What is going on? It Ochun of secrets, mystery, hidden knowledge, wisdom. Okay, so with that third eye, that's okay. So I'm speaking to someone who you're like at a certain level right now, spiritually speaking. And if there is somebody that is on their way to you, they're playing catch up right now. It's a mystery, okay? But you will be receiving this hidden knowledge of wisdom that you already know. It's what you already, okay, thank you, Spirit. It's what you already know. It's what you already know. So it's a mystery right now, because the more you ascend, the more all these will not be a mystery no more. Does that make sense? Did I explain that right? You know, so you might be hearing in different readings that you carry this wisdom, you have this wisdom, and you're probably thinking like, what wisdom is everybody talking about? It's still a mystery to you. So the more you go within, the more you get closer to your ancestors, the closer you get to the divine, it won't be a mystery no more. It won't be hidden knowledge. It'll be wisdom that you already have inside of you. You already know. And by the way, this is look at the planet. I love that. Ochun, desire, passion, longing, drive. Some of you are manifesting love, huh? I feel like whatever it is you're manifesting, if it's not love, you have a fire for it. You have a passion for it. If you're praying for it, manifesting it, affirming it, however it is that you're doing it, you're doing it with a lot of passion and drive. That you are about to manifest it into reality. Communication, listening, conflict resolutions. Fortune of correspondence. Communication, listening, conflict resolution. So you see how in the picture Ochun looks sweet, nice, loving, caring. That's how you're being asked to handle a situation. That's how you're being asked to handle it. Not with conflict, not with, communication, listening. So this feels like I'm thinking maybe in the past you didn't handle situations like that. So that's why you're being asked to do so. Or maybe you are, that is one of your superpowers. That's literally what I was going to say. But, the wisdom that you carry, that you can, in an argument, maybe you can you're a 12-12. You're a good mediator. And people listen to you because of the way you communicate, because communication is on here, so people listen to you. Maybe you're going to be like a very, very good problem solver. Or maybe give people a different outlook on certain situations that they might think they know, right? But they really don't. Like if me and somebody else, you see us arguing and we're arguing and fighting and going back and forth, you would be that good mediator that communicates. And the way you communicate, the words, the specific words you use, thank you, Spirit, the words that you use are the ones that we're just going to be like, huh, And that's like a resolution of the conflict that I had with that person, 1313. So yeah, I'm definitely, it's somebody that is like that, like a very, very good mediator. And this might be something that you've done your whole life and never paid attention to it. Or maybe other people told you like, hey, collective, like, damn, thank you. Thank you so much. Like if I would have never thought about it like that if you hadn't said anything. Because I just keep looking at the picture and I'm like, somebody like that, I mean, on the bottom of the deck, we have Ochun's cleansing ring, emotional release, healing, and renewal. Again, we have like, we had that one come out, right? It was, I think, Ochunache with your worthiness, a new beginning, a fresh start, right? And here's this one, which says emotional release, healing, and renewal. It's like you've been, again, you've been doing so much work on yourself. So much work on yourself. that this you released it, you healed, renewal, rebirth. And I think I used that word. Thank you, Spirit. I used that word. This is your rebirth. This is your rebirth, here and now. So this is the reason also why these certain people listen to you on the way you communicate, because you carry a lot of wisdom. Thank you, Spirit, because you carry a lot of wisdom. You carry a lot of wisdom. There's things that you know that other people don't. And therefore makes you a very great communicator and a problem solver. And I'm not talking about like, are we having pizza or tacos for dinner type of problem. I'm talking about problems that they're even hard to explain, but you know exactly what that person is talking about because you carry all that wisdom. And then when you tell that person, oh yeah, you feel like da 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 da, that's their face. Why? Because they're like, how in the heck did collective know that? How did they know that? Because it's that wisdom you carry. It's that knowledge you have. People don't have to sit there and tell you their whole life story for you to understand. So not only do you carry a lot of knowledge and wisdom, you also are a very, very, very good communicator. That it doesn't even make the other person feel dumb, or it doesn't make them feel a certain type of way on the advice that you might be giving or whatever you're communicating at the time, right? Because you know how some people get offended off certain things. People won't feel like that when it comes to you. You know, there are some people who can't handle the truth, but the way that you word it, it's not going to be in a way where it's going to piss people off and like talk shit or shut you out, or because you're, again, a very great communicator. People listen. You're a conflict resolutioner, and it says they're conflict resolution. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, you're a because you have a passion for it, you have a drive for it, it's something you like to do. This is what I'm saying. If you have always done this, right, and you don't know, right, but you just do it, but you don't even know that you're doing it, you're not even paying attention when you're doing it, but other people have acknowledged it at least a time or two, that you're very smart, or you're very smart in the kind of words you use, or you're very what does that word mean? Because I've never heard that word. Oh, this word means boo, boo, boo. Oh, okay. It's like that. It's like that. And that's something that you have a passion for. It's something that you know what I just got? I just envisioned somebody right now like on a podcast. On a podcast, like maybe, I don't know, taking callers of, I have maybe even like a spiritual podcast, right? Where people can call in and say, hey, you know what? I had a karmic parent or a karmic partner or a karmic boss or a karmic sibling or whatever. And this, and this happened. And then you know, these people are listening in, right? They're listening into the podcast because you communicated so great. You communicate very well. And you might not solve that person's problem, but you might give them a different perspective, a different outlook on whatever situation they are calling in about, for an emotional release, for healing and renewal. And you're going to know exactly what to say and how to say, because you already been there. You went through this. It was a long road getting to that podcast. I don't know, maybe that's significant for somebody. Maybe you wanted to start a podcast, or you thought about starting a podcast. Well, this is your confirmation. If you were already thinking it, doing it, I don't know why you haven't done it yet. And it can give that person like the confirmation or the little push that they needed to start the emotional release and the healing process and a renewal and to have a different outlook on life, not allow their tragedy to become, or allow, their life become their tragedy. Thank you, Spirit. Because there's always a way out, and that's through God, and you know that. Thank you, Spirit. This is a very, 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 very beautiful message for somebody. I feel like I am talking to somebody. I don't know. I can feel that energy. I know that I'm talking to somebody. If when I told you, right, that in different situations people have told you how smart you are, or that you're a very good communication, definitely not for me, right? Because I don't know what the fuck's wrong with my mouth. But that you communicate very well. If you heard that a time or two, this is your confirmation. You better start that podcast. And the third eye came, so you're very intuitive. That's on top of the wisdom that you carry. What is my hair doing here? Look at this. What is that? I don't know. So we're going to ignore it, okay? We're not going to judge it. Yeah, you're very intuitive. We had the third eye come out as well. I wouldn't be surprised if it pops out right now, but so that's already adding on to all this hidden knowledge and wisdom that you carry. So not only that, but then on top of that, your third eye is like blasted wide open. And therefore, it allows you to see and understand more. Thank you, Spirit. It allows you to see and understand more what it is what the solution might be to that person's problem or that person's situation. Woo. And I was just gonna say the color green might be significant to somebody, or like turquoise. Right with this pops out. Look at all that green. And that looks like the crystals. Because there's like peacock feathers, like they're green here, and her jewelry is green here. And then her as well. So I don't know, maybe something about your heart chakra. And I did say, right, that it might be a love reading, but not necessarily love for like a person, right? Just for yourself. I don't know. Let's see. Ochun Healing Sage. Restoration, compassion, wounded healer. Again, I think that whoever I'm talking to, you're not only going to heal with your words. I'm getting like healing hands. Bless you. I'm getting like healing hands as well, or some form of healer. And with all these crystals here, because look at how there's like, they're here, 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 here. Yeah, I'm getting herbs. Maybe if not specifically with your hands, right, with the crystals or the herbs, or, and anything like that. whoever I'm speaking to, like, I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's about to really tap into all their gifts that the divine has lined up for you, that the ancestors have given you, that your ancestors have given you. Thank you, Spirit. I just heard you're not a one-trick pony. You're not a one-trick pony. Like, this is not a one-trick pony type situation. It's like, you know, that the triple threat, quadruple threat, whatever threat. Yeah, that's you. You don't stop at 4. Yeah, you're not a one-trick pony. That's way too many and I didn't see none, so. Okay. I'm just gonna look at the bottom of the deck. But yeah, you're not a one-trick pony. And with this little girl on here, if you have kids, you might have like a spiritual baby. Me personally, I have 4 kids, okay? And out of my 4 kids, I have 2 that always pray with me. And then I have 1 that never prays with me or doesn't, but it's he listens to his intuition even though he doesn't understand that he's paying attention to his intuition. Does that make sense? It's like when you know when you're asleep right before you have your spiritual awakening, we all have that intuition, right? But we choose not to listen to it. Yeah, my oldest is like that. So with her here, because it looks like she's helping mommy. Look at her. I think she has a candle in her hand. But that's what it's giving. It's giving teamwork makes the dream work. So I don't know if you guys have babies. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe some of you guys can benefit from wearing green. If you are a manifesting lover, if you are working on your heart chakra, that, you know. Fortuna of the Protector, safety, boundary setting, and courage. Yeah. All those things, I think, are things that you would say that somebody would need when breaking free from some type of karmic cycle, whatever that is for that person, right? From any from any tower moment. And I feel like that's exactly what you would say. You would have to be safe, right? Protect your energy, protect yourself, protect your kids. Set boundaries for those people, right? And have courage to walk away. Because I know it takes a whole lot of courage to freaking walk away, because not everybody can do it. And then there's some that don't ever get to do it because they stay in fear instead of listening to their intuition. And just, we all have courage. We all have it. I feel like some of us just might give into fear more than into that courage, because that courage, right? Courage doesn't tell us, okay, go ahead and take the leap of faith. I guarantee you'll be fine. No, we don't know that when it comes to courage, right? But in fear, we do know that. In fear, we know that we'll just stay there, living the same life we'd be living, miserable as fuck, right? But we're going to be there. It's what we know. It's comfortable, no matter if we hate it or not. Instead of embracing the change and taking the leap of faith and finding our courage to set ourselves free. I don't know who needs to hear this, dude. somebody needs to hear this. Instead of setting ourselves free from the bullshit that we're in. Ochuna, source of power. Influencer, openness, emotional intelligence. I've been talking about manifesting, and here it is. Look, Ochun, manifestation, birth. Manifestation, intentions, abundance. Now. It's so crazy that I talked about kids, okay? I don't know if you are manifesting like a person, maybe your person, because I think this is the time where like they're saying that the I'm really learning about all these like divine connections and divine partnerships and things like that, like when and how they happen. But I do know that I think that every, like, for the sacred unions that are through the divine, I think those are becoming I think those are coming together at this time. So, and I was gonna say I just started talking about something else, but I was gonna say, when I did say about the little girl, because I did say, right, that if it's not your daughter or one of your children, maybe your niece or your nephew. I don't know if I said that, because I know not all of us have kids, but then this comes out. So maybe that's what you're manifesting. It is it is crazy because it's on the manifestation card. But if it's not that, you're about to birth something really beautiful, a project. Again, I saw that podcast. I saw somebody on a podcast. So if you're not manifesting, you're like, hell no, I don't want no love right now. I'm really focused on my connection with the divine team. Then you're birthing something else. Maybe you're, like I said, you're not, I heard it, you're not a one-trick pony. You know what I'm saying? So this birth doesn't necessarily have to be a child if that's not what you are in search for. Okay? Look, and we have cord cuttings, energetic balance, and liberation. Didn't I just spoke about that. Thank you, Spirit. I just spoke about that. That sometimes we rather stay in fear instead of doing this, instead of doing the cord cutting and the energetic balance, to be free, to be liberated, instead of having the courage, and taking the leap of faith. Because like I said, when you're in this energy, because look, she looks sad, and like, she looks sad, like just triste, right? So when you live in fear, this is how it looks, in a way. It looks like that. You just look defeated. And instead of taking that leap of faith and courage and looking like this, you rather live in fear and stay like this. And for all these amazing things to come in, this has to happen. You gotta cut the cords and set the boundaries. An energetic balance. And be free. Continue to do the healing. Healing is on here twice. We have Ochun of miracles. Divine synchronicities, unexpected blessings, and hope. Fear, insecurities, and scarcity. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Spirit. That's what I'm saying. This is what it looks like. This is what fear looks like. But taking that leap of faith into courage looks like this. So it's, ¿qué van a hacer? What you gonna do? Thank you, Spirit. But you know, I feel like you have though. You already. I wasn't talking. If I'm talking to somebody, right? But I feel like that message was specifically for someone that it's almost giving like a counselor, like a spiritual counselor. Because like I said, not everybody has the courage to do so. Fated meeting, important connection, love, bro. At the split, it's fated. If you don't want it, but it's coming. Yeah, it's giving like a spiritual counselor, almost. You know, because like I said, there are some people who rather stay in fear and be comfortable in the bullshit that they're being given instead of taking that leap of faith. Because at least in fear, they know what to expect. You know, they don't have to do any hard work really. You know, they already know what to expect. But in courage, no. In courage, you have to have courage, have faith, and hope for the best. And continue to do the healing. And that's not easy. That's one of the hardest things I think I've ever had to done when I was going through my dark night of the soul. I had no idea when it was going to end. I lived in it though. I took it. And that's why now I'm here with you. And you're about to do the same for other people. Because you're about to change, transition into something. I'm getting a feeling like I don't know why I'm still on that fucking thing, but I'm getting a feeling you're not even gonna expect it. I just heard you're not gonna expect it. So you might already be doing it and not even knowing, okay? But let's get it here, see what's going on up in here. We have addiction, unhealthy attachment. Really? Okay. We have storm turmoils coming ahead, but it's in reverse. Of course it's in reverse. That ain't coming for you because this is coming. Soulmate everlasting. Ay, ay, ay. Intimacy and bonding. I'm already loving this energy. Please, Spirit. Secret admirer, timid. Okay, so I don't think it's a secret admirer. I think it would, okay, so I don't think it's a secret admirer anymore. Like, you know this person already. Maybe you guys are not like together, but you know of each other. Maybe you even hang out a little bit every once a blue moon. But I don't think it's a secret admirer anymore. I think it was a secret admirer maybe past tense, right? Or like maybe it's somebody that you had no idea, thought you were pretty freaking cute, but now you're aware of that. And I honestly say, that's secret admirer, right? But timid, excuse me, timid, and that's confirmation right there. That is not a secret admirer no more. Past tense. But timid, that is actually giving me that this person, I didn't want to say it, and I just keep hearing say it, see. Okay, so timid is giving me somebody that hasn't told you how they really, really feel, right? So you might know that they like you, they enjoy your time, they enjoy your company, this and that, but they just haven't told you just how much. Because sometimes they go silent. You don't hear from them in a week. Like zero contact. No text message, no phone call, no hey, how you doing, no DM, no, just zero. Because I have a feeling that this person is feeling you, okay? All the feels. Because we even have bonding here. Like this person, you know what it's giving me? This person is giving me that. This is giving me, okay, if you Netflix and chill, they're okay with that. Out for a coffee, they're okay with that. Dinner and a movie, they're okay with that. Dancing, they're okay with that. It's like all they want to do is just hang out. They just want to hang out with you. Intimacy, it's not giving me like that type of intimacy. Intimacy, it's giving me getting to know you, me getting to know you, getting to know me getting to know you. Like, how many siblings do you have, and where are you, where were you raised, and where were you born, and blah blah blah, that kind of intimacy. Because I think, and they're both on the same card, intimacy and bonding, so it's giving that, like, intimacy. Okay, if you went out to dinner, you know, and you're talking about how you grew up. Oh yeah, I went to such and such high school, and it was like this and like that, and this person's like, oh really, yeah, da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? You're bonding, you're really getting to know each other, you know. And you might even already be talking to your soulmate and not even know it. And oh my God, thank you, Spirit. I heard this person knows it. That's what I just heard. I heard that person knows it. That person knows it. And maybe this is the reason why they're silent right now. And they're timid. Because they're probably thinking like, no, I ain't gotta, like, this is where I need to be. This is where I want to be. But damn, if I tell them, are they gonna freak out and be like, you know what? I'm good. Like, they're up here. They're up here with it. That's why sometimes they just be ghosting you, or like for like a week or something. And you might send a message and they might answer and they may not. 4343. Yeah, but that is definitely, this is definitely, thank you, Spirit. This is definitely something you deserve after this. After that. You've done the work for it. You've done the work for it. You've done the work to allow to somebody else to come in and love you. I don't want you to think that because the last relationship you had was such shit that the next person coming in is going to be the exact same way. And this was on the split, remember? Yeah, you've changed. You've transitioned into somebody completely different. you're not that same person you used to be. I just heard you've ascended. You've ascended. Is what it's what it is. You've ascended. And because I think you've ascended so high at a certain high level, that's why all this abundance, all this love, everything that you've asked for is coming in. There's... Ay. Look what's on the bottom of the pig. Dude, I can't make it up. And look, in this picture for the freaking soulmates, they're married. They are married. They are married in that picture. So this is what this is giving. It's giving somebody that already thinks that. They already thought about it. They might not even want to say nothing sometimes because they don't want to freak you out. I just heard, but they will. Ay. Thought I saw them. I'm putting them all back. It's no, I'm not even, nope. We already know here on my channel, right? They're gonna come out if they need to come out. We already know that here. Alright. Oh my god, are you joking right now? The same fucking cards came out again. The same ones. I'm not taking them. I'm not taking them. Alright, Spirit. What? You guys, they really went all the way hasta abajo. What in the hell? I just saw divine masculine. Signs, meanings of love. Speaking of courage and strength, that's twice. Thank you, Spirit. He's already... I don't know why I said he. I don't know why I said he. But I said he. But I'm just... This person is going to get the strength and the courage to just say it. It's almost... It's giving... Fuck it. I'm just going to say it. Both cards that I split on the deck are here. Both of them. Y'all remember, right? I did the split and it was these two cards. Here they go. You see what I be saying on my channel? I always put them back in because if they're meant to come out, they're gonna come out. And here they are. This is faded. It's faded. It is faded. There's nothing that's going to change that. And nothing is going to stop it. It is faded. And because it's faded, this person's gonna like... This is the shit that this person be doing. But he's this... I see I keep saying he. I don't know why. I keep saying he. But this person's gonna stop doing that. And just be like, you know what? Check this out. Boop, 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 boop. And that's going to change and transition into something else. Maybe right now it's not moving at a pace that you would like it to. And I'm starting to get the feeling that maybe because this person has to detach, I was going to say himself, or this person has to detach themselves from some unhealthy attachments, addictions, whatever that might be for them. It could be the ego, it could be fear, it could be another person, it could be some form of substance. Like, it can be a whole bunch of things. It doesn't necessarily mean that this person is like an addict to something. You know what I'm saying? This could just be, again, thank you, Spirit. So this person is probably living in fear. And like I said before, not everybody has the courage to do certain things. They rather live in fear because it's what they know, because it's comfortable. Because it's comfortable for them. But they're going to get out of that. They're going to get out of that. Yeah, they're going to get out of that. If courage comes out on the table, like, they're definitely going to get out of that. Because it's kind of, the ego is another one of the hardest things to let go of living in the ego, doing things by the ego, making decisions based solely on the ego. You know, the ego will make us do and say dumbass shit that after we'll fucking regret it. It's what the hell we're going to regret it for, right? If we already did it. So that's why, like I said, not everybody can do it. I'm not saying people are weak or anything like that. It just does take a certain type of person. You just have to be really willing to do the work. If you're not willing to do the work, then it's not. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. What? Hold on, I'm confused on the cards that are coming out. Well, Divine Masculine came out, okay? But, oh. Then now I know what, okay. Now I know why I'm saying he. This is definitely a Divine Masculine coming in for the Divine Feminines. Okay? But you have this would, okay, so Divine Masculine fell upright, but Mask not showing true self came out on top of it. So again, it's giving that they're not showing you just how much they're invested in you already. So they're like, oh, you know what it's giving? It's giving in Hey Arnold. I forgot the name of the girl that's in love with Hey Arnold, but remember at school, like, she treats him like crap, right? She's mean to him, she bullies him and everything, but then when she goes home, she's like so in love with him. I'm not saying this person treats you like crap, right? But they're not showing their entire self, or they're not showing. Yeah, again, this is giving fear. This is giving fear, living in your fear. You might be having like a past person coming back in, because we got reconciliation, rebuild, third party interference, calling, hearing from them, shapeshifter, and mimicking. But this is not giving. These two were giving your person. And I'm just saying it just because the divine masculine came out. Oof. That was confirmation, I think, because I was gonna say there is no gender, right, when it comes to this, but it's a divine masculine. It's a divine masculine. It's a divine masculine. Yeah, but this, I don't even want to acknowledge that. So let me just not. I'm just not. We have magnetic attraction and passion at the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you, like, this person, it's like they have it very well hidden. Like, this mask is like put on tight. But the divine team is gonna just make it towards where they can't hold it no more, and they're just gonna have to be like, you know what, this, that, and the other thing is going on with me. Unless divine timing comes out, right? Watch it come out. Family and security, right? With soulmate, everlasting. Again, more kids. More kids. Non-committal, independent. This is how this person sees. Ooh, we got a divine feminine at the bottom of the deck. This is how this person must views you. Very independent, you know, like. Maybe because it says here non-committal. Maybe this person sees you like that, and that's why they're like, nah. They thought about that as well. You know, maybe they're like, nah. If I tell them that this, that, and the other thing, like, they're doing their own thing, like, you know, they're... Okay. I'm going to say just between you and this person, whoever has the third party, well, not the third party, sorry, the ex that's going to want to interfere in this situation. Again, this is fated. It's fated, meaning that it's coming from the divine. It's a sacred union. Okay, this is how it's supposed to be happening. So there ain't no way, no third party shapeshifter type situation gonna come in and fuck it up. Okay? You continue doing you and setting boundaries for this person. Because your new person, we have insecurities and self-esteem, but it's in reverse. This person, this is fake, right? But not in the fake where you would think like, damn, that person is like two-faced and a liar and a cheater. No, this person is just, this person has this mask on out of protection for themselves. Thank you. Because of the fear. Because of the fear. But this person with this self-esteem and insecurities in the reverse, again, it's just protecting themselves. Because they're not an insecure person, they don't have low self-esteem, they have very high of it, and that is the reason why they rather wear a mask, so they can make sure that it stays intact. Thank you, Spirit. So it can make sure that it stays intact, because they've done a lot of inner growth. You know, maybe this person has had their share of situations where they're like, heck no, you know, it took me a long time. I worked on myself. I healed. We do have healing out here. And this can't... Didn't I just say that it was, if it came out again, it was going to come out on the table? And here it is. And you also have enemy, watch your back. But again, I'm not getting any kind of energy of that you should be worried about this. This other energy in here. Because they just mad. And they're even going to be more pissed off when they actually see you with this person, so they can stay mad. Yeah. Okay. Done. I quit. End of the video. I told you. All three of them. So this is where they're actually even this one. So this is where he's at right now. And I keep calling him a he. But put yourself where you go, okay? But this is where this person's at the moment. Because they're fears and afraid, they rather do this. And look at it, it says not showing true self. Of course not. Because this person is feeling this. Okay, but eventually they're gonna do this. They're gonna take the leap of faith, find the strength, take the courage to take a chance, to gamble and take a chance, and just say, let it be what it shall be. But they're not gonna stay quiet for too long. Yeah. And see, oh, and this one came out too, competition, other woman. So that might have been a situation that you were dealing with in the past. Yeah, manifestation and good juju at the split. I'm telling you. Manifestation, good juju. So forgiveness at the bottom of the deck. We have Medusa, Rage. I feel like that's the energy you probably should have with this person if this person decides to come back and interrupt whatever you got, new person you got coming in, because you about to level up. You about to level up. This is giving me rage, like setting boundaries, reminding yourself of where you were and where you are now. And this person might want to come back in talking about, I change, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this and the other thing. Like, no. Remember how you felt back then. And all the hard work that you've put into now to level up, to allow somebody to come back with their negative ass energy and try to bring you down, because they see that you have all this abundance coming in, this wisdom, this knowledge that you carry. Maybe you might already have started the plans on starting a podcast or a channel or something, right? You're moving forward, and you're moving forward without this person. And I think you're fearless right now. And here's Ochun again. You're fearless right now. In here we got fearless love for yourself. You got fearless love. You're not afraid to love again. 555. 555. That's significant for somebody here. You're not afraid to love, right? You're not afraid to love yourself. You are not afraid to love others. You are not afraid. That it doesn't scare you. You have done the work and healed enough and picked up some like an enormous amount of rage at the time, and you released that shit and let it go, and you healed. Because of that, you are leveling up. And one of the ways that you also are leveling up is in love. And again, love overall, because again, you forgave. You forgave. You saw the mask. Look at all these. You saw that. Okay, so remember all those masks that person wore and how it made you feel before you allowed somebody to come play in your energy. You are now open to give and receive. And again, love. You are now open to give and receive love, whatever that looks like for you. If you're open to receive love and give love in a workplace, to a collective, on a podcast, to a partner, to a divine union, whatever that looks like for you. However, either way, she is here to balance everything out for you. You are getting justice. What you are about, thank you, Spirit. The abundance you are about to receive, it's justice. It's your just you. It's your good juju. Thank you, Spirit. It's your good juju. Okay, it's your good juju. You deserve it. You deserve it, my child. You deserve it. It's harvest time. This is what I'm saying. Don't allow nobody to come back in your energy when you are about to reap the fruits of your labor. Because you are the only one that worked your ass off to have this harvest come through. Nobody else was there. It was just you. You put in all the hard work. You put in all the time. You put it in. And exactly where you're at right now is exactly where you need to be. Don't allow somebody else to come and play in that. Because if they weren't there when you were, harvesting everything, planting everything, laying down the seeds and laying down the groundwork for it, they weren't there for a reason. So that means that they cannot show up when it's already harvesting. No, I don't think so. And they might come in with one of these fucking masks on to make you feel bad or to make you feel guilty or to make you feel a certain type of way. But you've leveled up so high spiritually, because we did have that intuition card. We did have the third eye card come in. That you're going to, again, just remember what it was like. You remember what it was like and you're like, no. The answer is no to whatever the question is. I just said that, right? Nobody did the grounding work but you. You did it. You laid the groundwork for this amazing abundance to come in. It's different for everybody, right? But whoever this is resonating with, you have an abundance coming in that is abundant. 111. I mean, in every aspect of the word, we're talking about spiritually, we're talking about financially, we're talking about in the romance department, we're talking about an abundance overall. Overall. I didn't make cafecito today because it be getting cold every time I be getting on here. So I'm just drinking some chocolate milk. I don't like the taste of regular milk, guys. I've never had regular milk a day in my life. Okay, I'm 41 years old. I've never drank regular milk. I'm not the person that says, hey, I'm going to go grab a cup of milk. It has to be chocolate or it's just no milk. Didn't I just say this? You've worked so hard to get aligned with your divine lineage. That goes, period, the divine team. We're talking about the Most High, which is God, your ancestors, your angels, 111, 1111. Like, yeah, thank you, Spirit. Your ancestors are here. This is a divine lineage. Because of the work that you have done, this is why this abundance is coming in. You are lined up. You are all the way tapped in with your ancestors. You are all the way tapped in with your divine team. You are all the way tapped in with your spirit team. Ooh, we have Nefertiti. Alchemy. That's another thing, right? You might have alchemized all this negativity that you had around you and may turn it into something so positive that this is why you're getting this abundance. Maybe that's just another one of your gifts. Remember, you're not a one-trick pony. So not only do you communicate very well and you articulate yourself very well and you have all this amount of knowledge and wisdom, your third eye is busted wide open, your intuition is at an all-time high. You're an alchemist as well. Yeah, like, again, you're not a one-trick pony. That's going to be the title to the video, I think. You're not a one-trick pony, okay? No. You got it going on. You got it going on. Woo! Oh my. You guys, you saw me shuffle. The cards fell. You saw me shuffle. At the bottom of the deck, I did show this one. And here it is. It came out. Okay. One thing is forgiving yourself. Another thing is being hard on yourself. 333. Because I know when we eventually leave those situations, right, and we think about them sometimes, we're mean to ourselves. We're hard to ourselves. We're not kind to ourselves. Oh, why didn't you leave sooner? Or why didn't you quit that job sooner? Like, you're hella dumb. You're hella this. And la la la. Like you did something. And yes, maybe you had your moments, right, in the situation. But again, your soul's forgiveness. You forgave from your heart space, from your soul. Thank you, Spirit. You forgave from your soul. 1414. You forgave from your soul. You didn't forgive from your mouth out. You didn't just say, all right, cool, I forgive you. No. Because as being, oh, my nose is itching, you guys. You know what that means. We are on the money. When I was barely going through my dark night of the soul, I would always ask Archangel Raphael, and maybe there we go. Thank you, Spirit. Maybe that's another reason why there was a lot of green. Archangel Raphael is, you know, his light is green. So, maybe some of you might benefit with working with Archangel Raphael if you guys are feeling that you cannot forgive yet. Maybe some of you are at that stage. Some of you who did it, some of you maybe are starting to. So I'm not gonna lie, at first I would always say, like, I don't know how to. I can't forgive. I was still mad. I was still angry. I was still here. I was still enraged. And I'm like, I can't forgive this person for doing this, that, and the other. This, that, and the other, and this, that, and the other. And then you realize that at the end of the day, you're not forgiving that person so they can feel better. You're forgiving that person so you can feel better. You forgive that person so you can start to heal. You forgive that person so that you can really know what it is to be healed. What the hell? Yeah, that's the reason why you do a lot of people always say, well, no, I'm not going to forgive them, never going to forgive them, blah, 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 da, da, da. But at the end of the day, again, like I said, you're not forgiving that person for them. You're forgiving them for you. You're doing this whole soul healing and forgiving the people that hurt you so you can have space for that. Because there's no way in hell that's gonna work if you're still here. You're just gonna ruin it. And you might be sabotaging something really beautiful for yourself. So I don't know, somebody needed to hear that. You need to forgive. And this one also came too, because all your desires are about to come through. Through. They're all about to come through. One by one. Bam, 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 bam. Just one after the other. It's a radical rebirth. It's your rebirth. You are deserving. You are deserving. You deserve it. You deserve it. A divine child of God. I don't know. I'm talking to a divine child of God. All right, let's get the final messages here from our ancestors. So we can shut it out, let it out. Remember, you guys, to do your cording affirmations, things like that. I did post one yesterday on my other channel, Time for T144, but I didn't even realize until I just did the video and I posted, and I had to take my kids to their visitation with their dad, so I didn't even notice that you couldn't even really see the letters. Yeah, I know. I left it there though. I left it there. I'll just pay more attention on where I'm placing the letters so you guys can have those affirmations. So go ahead and check it out. I just did a little short on it. If you guys like that, let me know and I'll continue to do them as well. It's just for healing. It's just for healing. It's for releasing, because we're never fully done healing, okay? The more healing we do, the more inspired action. Look. And I did see that bliss card. Okay, I just saw it again. I saw it when I was taking it out of the deck and everything, and I just saw it right now in the shuffle. So I wouldn't be surprised if that comes out. Balance and harmony. That's what's coming. We saw Ma'at in the other deck, in the African Goddess deck. And that's literally what she is. It's balance and harmony. And we got more babies. Can you see? I don't know why my camera doesn't want to put... But yeah, we got more babies. I think some of you might benefit going to the water. We did do a Tunes deck. Manifestations. I'm a powerful manifester. You're not a one-trick pony. You're a powerful manifester. You can pretty much manifest anything into existence. Okay. More water. Root of water. Highly sensitive. Root of water. Highly sensitive. I don't know about you guys, but I've been like that lately. I think I said it in my last video that I feel like I'm more sensitive to certain things, but it just feels that I get more sensitive when I meditate. It's like the closer I get to my divine team, to my ancestors, it's like I feel like thank you, Spirit, the more my heart opens. I'm telling you, it was definitely a love message from the heart. And we have green on here as well. So again, the heart chakra. The heart chakra, the heart chakra. Maybe, thank you, Spirit. So if you are feeling very sensitive at this moment, right? And you feel like certain things get you like I saw Moana the other day and I'm like, oh my God, why'd her grandma have to die? You know what I'm saying? So it's like those kind of things. So if you feel like that, maybe you don't actually cry, right? But you get a little, you get the feels. You're purging. That's what the word is. You're purging, and again, you're purging and clearing space for this. You're purging and clearing space. You're purging and clearing space because you're about to get this big old cup of love. Isolation and introspection. I think you're ready to come out of that, right? You're ready for more. You're ready to see and be seen. You're ready to see and be seen. That's literally what I heard. You're ready to see and be seen. Is that... Sacrifice and self-reflection. Her name is Martayar. This is giving me Sara Lakali. But it's like this, but she's, you know. I'm going to read this one because I've never seen this one. But that's giving Sara Lakali. The one that was in the ancestor deck, it's divine lineage, I think it was. Or ancestor lineage. Oh my God, and I saw this too. Ego and excess. Didn't I talk about that? This person being in their ego. Or maybe this could even be you being in your ego. Or yeah, thank you, Spirit. Maybe this could be you being in your ego about this person. Like this person is like telling you, let's go do this. And you're like, no, let's go do that. And you're like, no, let's go do another thing and another thing and another thing. And you're just like, yeah, no. Because you're judging the past with your future. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it is Sara la Kali. Ancestral, remember, a great ancestor, Sara la Kali, meaning Sara the Black, was an Egyptian prophetess. Oh, something got in my eye, guys. Sorry. And the pattern saint of the Roman oracle history says that Sara had the highest divine lineage as the daughter of Jesus of Nazareth and Mary Magdalene. What? You are not being punished, although it sure feels like it. Wait, take a moment to reflect. This is a luxury that many of you did not have, my child. Put it all on hold. There is a difference between letting go and giving up. You are feeling trapped, stagnant, or stuck in the moment of uncertainty. The solution is to let go. But how, right? Well, healthy sacrifice may be necessary. It may not seem like it, but now you look, oh, my eyes are burning, guys. I don't know if it's the fucking smoke. But when you look back, it will make sense. What if you did the opposite of what you are doing right now? So didn't I just say that this could be, and I said it too, that this could be you and your ego. I might be talking to somebody that is in their ego. And what are you really, are you willing to self-reflect and sacrifice? Let go of that ego? Dude, Sara la Kali, a child of Mary Magdalene and Jesus. It's crazy, right? How we're let me just keep going. Because she's an Egyptian goddess. Okay. Soul awakening. I'm getting two different energies here. Okay, thank you, Spirit. You're the top part of it, and this person is the bottom part of it. So this person is this. Your person coming in. And this is you. And didn't I say... Thank you, Spirit. Yes, thank you, Spirit. Didn't I say that... like they're saying right now that this is the time, I guess, where all the sacred and divine unions are coming in together, right? But because the divine feminine broke out of their karmic cycles first, the divine masculines right now are playing catch up. So you already did your work. You did your work. You did your work. But the divine masculine, either some are just barely waking up, some are already woke, some are just like beginning to stretch. I think that's why the ego is out here. And Sara la Kali is like, okay, well, let's do some self-reflection and let's sacrifice. What are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to sacrifice this ego and excess for strength and courage and a leap of faith? And if this person does that, obviously, your soul's it's going to be an awakening, a soul's awakening. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, because I didn't understand the cards. But yeah, it was giving two totally different energies, two totally different people. So yeah, I feel like this is you and your person. So thank you, Spirit. Yeah, that's why in the other deck, the Divine Feminine didn't come out, but it was on the bottom of the deck, and the Divine Masculine did come out as well. But it came out with the mask. Remember? It came out with the mask. So this person's just really trying to hide how they feel, if they're going to be willing to make this, to do this ego death. to sacrifice and kill the ego. And you know what I'm feeling? I'm feeling that that's going to be something that this person that's going to be, for this person, it feels like that is like throwing out the window everything they've ever known. I'm like so in this person's energy right now. Like it's throwing away everything whatever they've ever been taught, whatever they know to be true, with however they lived their life by, what they thought their life was going to be, the plan that they had mapped out for their lives. What's happening to them right now, it's like throwing them for a loop. It's throwing them for a loop, and they're like, oh shit, because you came along. You came along and you're balanced and you're harmony and you're joy and you're sensitive and you're loving and you're caring and you're this and you're just wonderful. You know, in this deck, when I was shuffling, I did see the card Free Spirited. So maybe that's who you are. You just don't give a shit. If people talk about you, cool. And if they don't talk about you, cool. You just don't care. I'm getting that image again of the Kipperish deck by Intuitive Kiv. He has a little card in there that says unbothered with like the little peace sign, and that's literally you. You're like unfazed, unbothered of what's going on out there. You don't care. And this person might care way too much about what motherfucker gotta say. You know, so you're showing this person, again, thank you, Spirit, a different perspective. A different outlook on life. That not everything has to be like T's crossed and I dotted, and nah. We can dot our I's with a little heart. And we don't have to cross our T's. We can just make it fancy. You know what I mean? Like, it's giving like you give this person hope. You give this person hope. Whatever they thought, like maybe at one point they thought, okay, for example, right, if this person wants to be a guitarist, right, and you're like, who says you can't? You better go buy that damn guitar and start learning how to do it. But I don't even know. Who gives a shit? Do it. You're that person. You're like, go do it. Who says that you can't? Shit's not gonna fall from the sky, right? Go buy that guitar and get on that guitar at least an hour every single day. Like, you're gonna this person's gonna be like, damn, I've never had anybody like that before. Maybe this person loves like your free-spirited type of energy, the way you think and the way you communicate. Again, the word communication, the way you communicate, the way you say things, the way you make things look. Again, a different perspective. A different perspective. Thank you, Spirit. Like, yeah. We have emotional self-care. Emotional self-care. Yeah, see, again, with the emotional and the highly sensitive, like, yeah, you're purging whatever little specks, because I don't think that you are still, I don't feel anyway that you are still like caught up in this crap. I don't think you're there. But if there's any like tiny little drops left, emotionally, you're purging them out. Again, to allow for this to come in. And with Awakening being the last card for this person, it's giving that this person is going to sacrifice that ego. This person eventually might just say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna take this leap of faith, this leap of faith, this leap of faith with this person. Spiritual rebirth. Oh my god. Oh, and it went to the ego. I don't even know how I hit it like that, and it landed on top of the ego. The ego in X's. Like I don't know how I kicked it over, and it landed like this. It landed like that. And there's like a star, and it says spiritual rebirth. And I just told you this person is going to give in to their soul's awakening. This person is going to give in to their soul's awakening and have this spiritual rebirth. This person is gonna tell their ego to kick rocks. Wow. Wow, that's so crazy. There's a lot of green, dude. Alright, let's see if I just find this. Again, we have the groundwork. This person, I'm getting just this person's energy already. Only now, because I think all those cards that are coming out are things that you have already done. So it's kind of like you're just waiting on this person. You know, you're just like, okay, I'll be here when you've gone through your ego death and you're going through the dark night of the soul and your soul's awakening and you're having your spiritual rebirth and you're laying down the groundwork. You're laying down the foundation for this, you know, soulmate connection, and make the transition into the change. You know, take the leap of faith, take the courage, and do whatever it is you need to do. For good juju. Otra vez. On the bottom of the deck. And there's 2 babies on here. Something about babies. I'm telling you. The very first card, the Father of Water, the balance and harmony there. There's 2 babies on there as well. I don't know. Maybe this person already has kids, or maybe you have kids and you guys are just gonna blend families. Or maybe you guys might have kids. I don't know. There's a lot of baby cards today. And we saw the pregnancy one from Ochun. So again, I'm not saying that means that you're about to have a baby or anything. It can, again, birth a new romance, a divine union, a sacred union, a job, whatever. But it's getting pregnant. Oh my god. Okay, and I was gonna say it too, but so okay, in this one, I was gonna say this is giving money. And I didn't even say because I started talking about the other thing, but now we have Mother, she's Mother Earth, and we have Alta Earth. Altar Earth. Limitless prosperity. And again, another, it looks like a pinnacle, right? Like money. Maybe this person is already wealthy, or you guys are gonna, together you're gonna be very wealthy. Or maybe whatever you start to do is gonna, because we did see harvest and everything, right? So maybe whatever it is you're gonna do is, if you start that podcast, okay, and that takes off, like, Okay, I'm being guided to read the Altar Earth. Altar Earth. Right here. Receive, 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 receive. Everything, wealth, love, health, opportunities. Make way for your new financial career opportunities. It is repeating season. You should feel grounded and secure. And didn't I say that it's like I said it, it's like blessing on top of blessing on top of blessing on top of blessing on top of blessing. I could have sworn that's what I said. And I just read the word grounded, but this is literally, it says fertile grounded. Let's see, for 40. Let's read hers. The Mother Earth, it says, what a time to be alive. Enjoy the moment. Be present. You're bringing home the bacon. Fry it up in the pan and then make love because you can. We see you. You are generous and savory person of business and natural cheerleader for others. Didn't I say that? Didn't I say that that's the main thing that this person loves about you? Like I said, if this person tells you, nah, I don't think I could ever do that. Who says you can't? You go out there and you make it happen. Shit ain't gonna fall from the sky. You gotta go out and get it. You gotta go out and do it. And it literally says that here, you're savory person of business and a natural cheerleader for others. Make sure you also take care of you as you continue to lead your community. This ancestor is warm, loving, healing, mama energy representing fertile, abundance, and wealth. Down to earth, generous, dependable, and supportive. She really has your back in matters of home and business. Possibilities are all around you. Feel the love, embody it. Be sensible in your approach. Again, and we do have highly sensitive here with the root card. I feel like if either you or this person are not financially stable yet, either you're going to get financially stable and then get together, or you're going to get together and get financially stable. Explore and take a chance. Oh no, take charge. That's for that person. Explore the possibilities of being with collective, right? Because you already pretty much enjoy and love everything about collective, right? So why not explore what that could bring? What that means. Take charge. And again, we have another moneda, another like pentacle. And this is coming in fast. Look at, right? This is, okay. And it says creature of air. Creature of air. But it's speed. So this person is like, I have a feeling, again, I said it, right? There's divine masculines that are either already woke, that are barely waking up, or that are having a hard time. 144. I was going to say having a hard time answering the call. But then I look up and I saw 144. So no, there's no divine masculine that is not having a hard time answering the call. So it's just the other two. Thank you, Spirit. It's just the other two. Either one's already woke and in the dark night of the soul or on their soul's awakening. 444. Thank you, Spirit. And the other one is just barely waking up. That's why they're still in their ego. So we have divine masculines that are just barely starting to set the groundwork. And then there's other ones that it's kind of like there's some that just answered the phone call. And they're the other ones that just barely got off the phone. But either way, it's happening fast. It's happening fast. It's happening fast for whatever is. Okay, how do I explain that? It's happening fast for wherever they are in their ascension, in their on their spiritual journey. Is what I'm trying to say. So it's like if they're still in their ego, right? It's gonna happen fast that they're gonna hop over to their soul's awakening. Or if they're on their spiritual rebirth, it's gonna happen fast that they're gonna come in, take that chance with you. Because they already passed that one part and now they're on the second part. You know, and again, they have to clear up space the same way you have to do it. They have to clear up space for that. All right, guys, I'm gonna put my cards away. If you want to get your question ready to ask the pendulum, and we can close it out, because damn. Oh. The messages just keep coming in heavier and heavier. I hope you guys are sticking around. If you're sticking around, I do appreciate you very much. Because I know sometimes people see like 2 hours. Yeah, no. But you never know what message is in there for you. Okay? You just never know. That you might miss out on. So if you stuck around through the whole video, thank you. I appreciate it. The hell, there's a little strawberry thing attached. My kids, dude. My kids. Alrighty, I hope you guys have your questions ready. Get that. We're gonna say bye-bye with courage. Courage and strength. All right. All right. What is the answer to the collective's question? What is the answer to the collective's question? Is that the final answer? All right, guys, for those of you who are new to my channel, this means yes. And for those of you that already know what's up, this means yes. So whatever, so the answer to your question is a yes. Okay. I hope that helped. And I did want to point out something that I just realized and might look into myself. My African Goddess deck, the Ochun deck, and the Secrets of the Ancestors, they're all oracle decks, right? And they are all by Abiola Abrams. I just noticed that. Look at it. I'm gonna look into her to see if there's any more decks she has, because I love all those 3 decks. I'm actually even thinking about buying the African Goddess deck again, because I've had them for such a long time that it low-key feels like they're peeling from the side, but for now, that's what it is. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys made it to the end. Don't forget to hit the like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Adios.